Good morning. This is Dr. Masoodan Reddy, PBR with Kavali. This video session for both BTech first sem EEE students. Subject is power quality. Power quality enhancement using custom power devices. So in this video, I will cover introduction to custom power devices, network reconfiguring type, solid state current. There are three types are there: solid state current limiter, solid state break switch, and also another is the solid state transfer switch. So among these three, I'll cover in this session, in this video, only one. So first of all, what is this custom power? Very important. What does this custom power mean? The introduction of power electronics in distribution of the power is called as custom power. It was introduced by N.G. Ignorani. So, like flexible AC transmission system, it is also flexible AC transmission systems is also called as the FACS, whereas custom power is called as the CP. So, it uses the power electronic controllers for distribution systems is called as, which enhances why it is used to improve the quality and reliability of system and delivered to the customers. Under this scheme, a customer receives a pre-specified quality power. It is very important. So, what is the main motive of this custom power? The motive of this custom power is we want to send the quality of the power, quality and reliability of the power to the customers. In such a scenario, the customer receives a pre-specified quality power. What are those? I'll go for it. Go to the pre-specified quality. It may contain a specific specifications of the following. What are those? So number one is frequency of rare power interruptions. So we remember that what is the meaning of this? The power interruptions are very less. With frequency, the power interruptions are very less. If then only the power quality of the power system is good. Next, magnitude and duration of over and under voltages within specified limits. So already told you, over voltage is nothing but actually plus or minus 5% it is overload. Is a good system voltage. If more than that, if more than 110% to 180% is called as over voltage, and below 90% to 110% is called as under voltage. If the voltage 90 to 110%, it's a rated voltage. It's within specified limits of the voltage, a magnitude. So as well as there are two types of variations: short duration variation and long duration. Short duration means less than 1 minute, and short duration means more than 1 minute. So within those limits, if the power we can send to the customers, then the quality of the power we are sending. Otherwise, the quality of the power is not good. So this is a second important parameter. Third is low harmonic distortion in the supply. Yeah, definitely. So harmonic distortions are classified into three types: positive sequence, negative sequence, and zero sequence. So all odd harmonics mean 1, not 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. All these are classified into those. So these low harmonic distortion mean if more than 35 will not be considered. Why? Because total harmonic distortion is very less, or total demand distortion is very less if you go on increasing the harmonic number. If more than 35, so there is no severity. So low harmonic distortion should be eliminated in the supply voltage. That is also very important. Low phase unbalance. What is unbalance? First of all, if we give a different magnitude of loads or three-phase supply, then the three phases should become as an unbalance. So that unbalance should be very low. Otherwise, we should may get into the harmonic current. Unbalanced current will flow to the neutral, so it may destroy the whenever the current flow to the neutral. So therefore, automatically unbalanced current will flow to the individual phases. So the system may fail. So to reduce the problems due to this unbalanced current flow through different phases. So it should be made as a low phase unbalance. Low flicker in the supply voltage. Also use the different methods. We want to reduce the flickers when we connect the reactors within the tube light, near to the tube light. We definitely reduce the flickers. So very important. Frequency of the supply voltage within specified limits. Yeah, definitely. The frequency, rated frequency is 58 plus the allowable frequency is 49.9 or 49.8 to 50.2 plus or minus 0.2 Hz only. Next, we will come back to the custom power park. So what is this custom power park? So generally, most of the customers demand high quality power and they are ready to pay a premium price for service. So that is called the custom power park. So what is the meaning of this? Majority of the customers are need the quality of the power or high, demand high quality of the power, even though they are ready to pay the more price to get into the quality of the power. The total is called the custom power part. So the power, how can you get into this scenario? How can you get? So by providing power electronic controllers that are used in the custom power solutions. So this is about custom power part. So here, in this custom power, already I told you, what is the custom power? Custom power is nothing but CPU. Providing the power electronic controllers in the distribution of the power supply is called as this. But what is the classification of while providing the power electronic controllers? There are two configurations: network reconfiguring type and compensating type. So first we'll go to this. What are the network reconfiguring devices? Then we'll go to this compensating device. First, network reconfiguring devices are solid state current limiter, SSCL, solid state breakers, SSB, solid state transfer switch, SSTS. These are the three devices or belongs to the network reconfiguring configuration. We will discuss thoroughly one by one. Then the compensating devices either compensate a load, that is correct its power factor, unbalance, or improve the quality of the supply voltage. So that is the happening. Compensate. What the parameters will compensate? Three parameters. What are those? Power factor, unbalance, and supply voltage. These three parameters should be compensated. So the compensating devices are distribution STATCOM, DSTATCOM, or dynamic voltage regulator, DVR, or unified power quality conditioner, UPQC. These three are classified into this custom power devices are classified into two types. Number one is network reconfiguration type. Number two is compensating devices. Compensating devices are so now we will discuss only one of these reconfiguring type of custom power device. We will start with this solid state current limiter, SSCL. So see that first pictorial diagram, how this. So this is part of the generation side or supply side, distribution. And this is the load side. In between that, a transmission system is there, feeder is there. So in this feeder, near to the load side, we want to provide This solid state current limiter, what is this? Which contains basically two thyristor networks, nothing but the G2Os or thyristors. Two switches are connected anti-parallel. See here, this is forward direction, this is a reverse direction. And along with a current limiter reactor, inductive reactor, a current limiter inductive reactor, this LM is written. And another circuit is called a snubber circuit. So this snubber circuit, this is RC and CS. This is about a configure. This total picture is indicated as a solid state current limiter. So please see that. So this is the solid state current limiter, which contains the basic parameters of the two switches, thyristor switches, and one the current limiting reactor, and another is a snubber circuit, which contains resistance and capacitance. How to control this current and how to control these parameters with the help of this solid state. First, this consists of SSCL consists of a pair of opposite pole switches in parallel with the current limiting inductor. In addition, a series RC combination where a resistance of RS and a capacitance of CS is connected in parallel with opposite pole switch. Is nothing but the snubber circuit. Then the RC combination constitutes the unpolarized snubber network. Then the current limiter is connected in series with a feeder such that it can restrict the current in case of a fault downstream. So we remember this normal operation, the switch allows the current. During the fault conditions, this current limiter factor as well as the snubber circuit will allow the current. How we will see. So in the healthy state, the opposite pole switch remain closed. Remain closed. So it is nothing but thyristors are in on position, on state. Whenever the fault is existed, so or if any problem is developed in the pole, immediately these switches are opened. It is nothing but the off condition and the fault is detected, such that the fault current now flows through the current limiting inductor. Why it is current limiting inductor? We will see here how this will see. So whenever during the normal operation, these two switches are in the closed position, the current allows from supply to the load only through the switches. Whenever during the fault condition, we'll take an example. Whenever this fault is developed above this feeder, immediately these switches are opened, but these switches are connected for a zero crossing detector. So positive zero crossing detector above and negative zero crossing detector below. So whenever it reaches to the zero crossing fault immediately, so which turn off, the thyristor will turn off, zero crossing reaches which turn off. So whenever this turn off, that is nothing but zero commutation. So whenever it is turned off automatically, so the circuit current will flow through in this. Again, if any more current is there and nullified through this snubber circuit. So the fault current will flow through this a closed path in case of this fault inductor and a fault inductor reactor as well as this snubber circuit will continue, and after some time the current will be nullified, and after some time after fault is rectified and again you close this. So it back it to the original position of these thyristors are on position. So this is how like that we can control this fault current, or if any change in the voltage magnitude or if any change in the frequency we can control like that. So this is about solid state current limiter. But this solid state current limiter mostly applicable for fault currents. So during the fault only, this over voltage or under voltage or frequency, whatever it may be, during the fault current only, these variable parameters are obtained. Variation in the magnitude of voltage or time duration will vary because of only fault current. If we control the fault current, so we can control all the parameters. So this is about solid state current. Thank you. Thank you very much. Stay home. Stay safe. All the best. God bless you.